Hello everyone, this is Pouria Sadeghi from Sadeghi & Associate, and this is our first episode of Office Podcast. We've decided to record everything that we go through on a daily basis in our office with you guys, because we always have great content that, everything that we talk about is some sort of a content, but we don't record it. But we decided to do this from now on, so you're going to see this podcast coming from us, and we're thinking of a name for it. So if you know a name, or if you can suggest a name to us, please go ahead and give us a suggestion. On my right, I have Esther Kim. She's been a realtor with us. After that is Jaden Sharma. Jaden, say hi.
Hey guys, how are you?
And then we have Yash Nasab, Yoshar, and we have Tara Martin.
Hi.
She's a newer agent. She's just joined us. So in today is a podcast or a team podcast. I wanted to talk about what is happening in the market in 2024 and what is going to happen, because we do have a forecast as a team, and on our Mondays we have a Power Monday. So today is a Monday and we record this every Monday. And on our Mondays, first we have our team meeting before coming on this podcast. And then after this, we have our meetings, we have our training, and then we have our event. So in our today's meeting at the office, we were talking about our vision board of what we are planning for 2024 and our business plan, basically, because it's very essential to have a business plan for 2024. But besides that, we were also talking about the market and how we're going to market ourselves as real estate agents, so we can get the highest exposure, we can get the best results, and basically gear up, because in 2023, the market was basically very horrible for real estate. It was very bad. Interest rates are at the peak right now, even as we speak. Right now, the interest rates are at the peak, but we are hoping that in 2024, the first half or maybe the second half, the interest rates will start dropping, and the real estate market will start booming. So right now, it's the best time for us to prepare ourselves as agents. So when the market starts picking up, we have more control over the market. We are already seeing a great change in the market. I'm already working with so many different buyers and sellers. More buyers. Why? Because buyers have been waiting on the fence in the past 6 months, looking to make a purchase, but 6 months ago, we didn't know the news about real estate. We didn't know if the market was going to go up more, market was going to go down more, or the interest rates were going to go up more, or what was going to happen. But
A lot of uncertainty.
exactly, a lot, right? But we saw two announcements that the interest rates didn't change,
Yeah,
right? So that also gave buyers...
that changed the market.
Exactly, gave buyers more confidence. And now because of that confidence, and because they kind of believe, or majority of people that I talk to believe that this was the last time, the previous time that the interest rates went up, it was the last time that the interest rates were going to go up. So in 2024, we're either going to see the same interest rates being kept the same, steady,
Or a little bit of decrease.
Or exactly. So both of them are good for the buyers. Why? Because if the interest rate is steady, that means the government is holding it the same. That means the economy is doing better, right? So they don't see the need for the interest rates to go up more. And that's the good news.
Absolutely.
Sometimes in the stock market, bad news is better than the worst news,
That's true.
right? So it's the same thing. Real estate, in my opinion, is just another stock. It's just a longer term investment, right? But if you look at it, it's just another stock. You just buy it at a certain time. You get into the market at a certain time due to some reasons, and then you sell and you get out of the market at a different time. And if you know the timing of when to get in and when to get out, it is same as a stock, right? It's
Crucial.
Exactly, but it has advantage to stocks because of the leverage, the big leverage that you can get from the bank. You can lock $1 million investment with as little as 10% down payment, right? Which means you put 100,000, but your portfolio is moving with $1 million. If the market goes up 10%, then the portfolio goes up 100,000 with your only 100,000 investment, which can give you a return of 100% in 1 year, right? That's why I like real estate more. Jaden, what do you think is going to happen in 2024? What is your forecast?
Me personally, I think the January announcement that's going to come in, I don't think they're going to decrease the rates just yet. It'll probably be stabilized.
Do you know what day in January is going to come out?
26th, I believe.
26th of January? Okay.
Is it 26th Jan, right? Yeah. 26th. That's too soon, in my opinion. But come March or the April 5th announcement, I believe that they might, I just want to be optimistic too at this point that they might decrease it by 25 points, which would be nice. And it's also spring market, so it's just going to be crazy. Like I'm already seeing it too. I have a lot of buyers I'm working with.
Exactly.
We have a lot of listings that we're working on. So
And we see more action.
We're already seeing it now.
Yes.
So imagine if they do drop it by 25 points in March or April. I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm ready.
Wait.
Just gotta buckle up. You
Do
just
you
have to be ready.
This reminds me of 2019 when crypto started booming, and everyone's like,
all of a sudden,
why didn't I know about this?
Why didn't I buy this in 2012?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also when COVID happened, everybody at the end of 2021 was like, oh, why didn't I take advantage of COVID and buy properties? Because real estate,
it's always like that,
right? So I think right now is that time that everyone should take advantage, because in the next 6 months to a year, everyone is going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I buy? I can see this. I kind of knew where the market was going in 2022, 2023 as well, but we were already tied up. I personally was tied up in my investments that I couldn't sell, so I had to just like keep going. But like I knew exactly where the market was going and how this curve was going to happen. And right now I think it's the time that we have to buy or keep, and the market is going to get better. Even like we had a listing, the townhouse listing upstairs here. Yeah. We listed it a few months ago.
Didn't get activity.
Action.
Yeah.
And now like somebody called us last week and is like, do you still want to sell it? I said, yes, the seller wants to sell it. And we got an offer off market. Right? That means the buyers now are back into the market and they can't even find anything that they want.
That's true.
That's why they're going after the expired listings, or they're going after the listings that people took off the market, because that's one of their strategies. What is the problem in an active market?
Not having enough listings.
Not having enough listings and multiple offers.
By the way, speaking on that, we're already seeing multiple offers.
Yeah.
So I saw
multiple offers in any market if the price
not
is right.
even multiple offers, subject free offers.
Yes.
Subject free multiple offers in today's market, like this, like in the first 2 weeks of January.
Yeah.
Just right now.
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
man, I can't wait.
That shows a huge jump in the future.
I swear to God.
In the near future.
It's gonna be amazing.
There are two types of buyers, educated and non-educated one. By educated, I mean the buyers that knows what's gonna happen in the next few months.
Investors.
Yeah, exactly. And so they know what's gonna happen, and they're gonna come to the market and start the game. And the second type of buyers,
they're gonna get left behind.
They're gonna wait for the like rates come down. Things
and then by the ones that they need to work with the realtor more than anyone else.
They need to be educated, and then by that time the prices will go up too. So then again, it's going to be the same point like he said earlier. They're going to feel like they should have done it back then, but they didn't.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
Again, same story.
Any products on the planet, when there are so many buyers for it, like the price is going to go high. Even phones, it's like
people should be proactive at this time. They should be proactive because we're out here. We're here to help, right? They just need to be proactive.
Yes. So when the market is good, there are two issues. One is multiple offers, right? Which the government or the real estate board is trying to fight it with certain rules that they come up with, right? With the transparency and also the recession, right? So basically what they're trying to do is to protect the public, right?
Basically.
Before in the multiple offer situation, you would get into a multiple offer, the listing agent would tell you, hey, I have 5 other offers. And then if you want to come in, you have to come after this amount. And then because there's nothing else on the market for your buyer to buy, and they feel like they're just falling behind the market, right? The prices are going up 5 to 10% every 2 weeks or a month, because when it jumps, it goes very high fast. So they want to secure something. So those buyers, they have to blindly get into a contract. They have to be like, okay, well, this place is worth 1.5. I know it's a multiple offer. Let's buy it at 1.7. And then, so what happens, you get into an investment that the bank later on won't even appraise it at that amount, But because you wanted to win in the multiple offer, you had to put subject free offer. You put a subject free offer. I've seen that a lot. Like people buy a place for 1.8, the bank comes and puts an appraisal of 1.6, and they don't even have the down payment to buy it anymore because they have to fill the gap from 1.6 to 1.8. The buyers have to put the extra 200,000. The banks won't do the financing anymore. And if you had a certain budget for your down payment, now you have to put a lot more, right? You can't buy it. You lose your deposit, and then there's a lawsuit, and there you go. You can't even buy the house anymore, right? But now we have the 3-day recession. So if you put a cash offer, and within those 3 days, you do an appraisal, and if the appraisal comes lower than your offer, you know what you're getting yourself into, and with a small penalty, you can get out of that contract, right?
I think it's 0.025%.
Exactly.
0.025% that you have to pay.
Exactly. So this is the first thing that the government has done to protect the public. The second thing is that in condos especially, the competition for buying condos were so high, people would put offer without reading any documents of the condo, right? And you didn't know how much was in the contingency fund. You didn't know any upcoming cost for the building, and you would buy a condo off of in the multiple offer, and then after reading the documents, you would be like, okay, wow, there's going to be a $60,000 levy for this unit.
Yeah.
And then within those 3 days, you can still drop and you can still walk out.
Do you think we'll ever there'll come a time where we go back to that? So like in 2025 or something, like that type of a market?
I think even in 2024, I have a feeling in the second half of 2024, it's going to be the same thing. Vancouver's market is very psychological, right? When the federal bank announces that we are going to decrease in the next 3 months,
already
from the same day, the market is just going to jump, right? Because they know that's coming.
Yep.
Right? And even already TD said that they're going to reduce, right? Some of the banks said, it's not the central bank, it's not the federal government, but like some of the banks said that they're going to reduce, and that is already going to have a huge impact. That's why we see the buyers and investors. If you've been in this market for more than 15 years, in 2008 the same thing happened. The exact same thing happened. Interest rates went up so much that we went through a recession, right? Because nothing was selling, and they increased the interest rates so much. They're not going to make the same mistake, because at that time they increased the interest rates so much, people basically went bankrupt. And we went into a recession, and the recovery is so much harder. You have to realize in Canada, one of the biggest income for the government is the tax they make from the buying and selling properties, right? From the transfer tax, right? So at the same time that we are suffering, the government is also suffering, because the money that they make later on is going to be distributed to all these organizations that are going to control the city, the police department, the healthcare, and all of that, right? So if they don't have enough funds to come and basically fill out the budget that they have every year, then they have to go to the reserve of the country, and that's going to make a huge impact on everything.
Big issue in the long term.
Exactly, big issue.
I think according to Bank of Canada, probably they're gonna reduce the rates 4 times this year.
4 times, you think?
Yeah,
wow, that's huge. You think so?
They announced
it? I heard.
They said they're going to do an announcement. They said they're going to reduce.
I heard they would do 3. Oh, that too is like a speculation, like a max. 3 times, not 4.
I said 4 times for Canada and 6 times for US.
Oh, US. Oh, I don't know. And
also, one more thing.
The
the presidential election of US is in November.
Yeah.
And all the time when there's an election, the government wants to say, like we're thinking of people and we're helping people, so they reduce the rates always.
Yeah.
So this is actually the security that I know in 2024 the rates are going to come down.
I was watching this economist a couple of days ago, and he said that Canada will start reducing its rates before the US.
Oh, really?
At least the first drop, At least the first drop. Maybe later after that,
I can't
US will
see
do
that
it.
coming though, but that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah, it is brave. What's like once we're always followers. Yeah, it'd be nice to be a leader one time.
One question, Tara, I want to ask you something. As a new agent, what do you think? What is your perspective of this? Like, you can either talk about the market if you want, or talk about like as a new agent Because there's going to be agents watching this too, right?
Yeah.
What is the first thing that you need to do as an agent?
Yeah, like, I think it's important to be a part of a team, especially everyone here. Like we've all spent some time together, so it makes you a lot more comfortable coming into it. As a new agent, you want to be able to ask questions and feel comfortable. And
I think honestly that would be my answer too.
That's spot on.
If I wish at the time that I became a realtor, there was such thing. At that time, everyone was an individual agent, and there were no teams. Yeah, it is an essential because you get lost.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Need
And-
some guidance in the beginning for
Exactly,
sure.
right? And that guidance will take time. Like you can't just expect right away result. You
Yeah.
just have to put your head down and work hard, and then the trainings that you're gonna get from the team, from anyone in the team, not just from your team lead too, right? Anyone in the team can add something to us. If it's from buying an equipment, if it's from collaborating on a post, if it's from going to an open house, if it's from going to a sales center, if it's from finding out about new listings, if it's from
Having a group
documentation.
chat.
Exactly, everything, right? Everything is important. So, and by the way, this is our first try. We're going to do this more often. I already like it. I feel like we are adding so much value
love it.
to our audience. I feel like people will get to know us as real person, right?
As who we
because
really
through
are.
Instagram, it's
Like
just
natural, who we
exactly,
really
30
are.
seconds. What are you going to know about me in 30 seconds? I'm going to look like a capitalist that doesn't even talk to anyone and is wearing a suit all the time.
Now you know you
Right?
have a puppet money.
Exactly.
now you know how we survive.
Exactly. Now you know how.
Now you know how we survive.
So Esther, what do you think?
In terms of marketing or
In terms of the marketing, I want to hear something from you.
I believe you're exactly right. Like it after spring, like the interest rate is going to go down a little bit. We're hoping, but I feel like at the same time as the interest rates go down, the prices are going to go up. So
Yeah.
right now, I think it is the best time to buy because the rate will fluctuate. It will go down.
Is that why you're buying for your family right now?
Yes, exactly. Buyer's market, and I find like all the buyers. I'm getting a lot of buyers all of a sudden, and I feel like people
There you
who
go.
are investing right now are really, really smart, and they're like, you know, the prices are the lowest that they're going to be right now. So that's why when I ask them, why are you looking now? That's what they tell me.
Yeah, so your family, because they've done this probably throughout the years, they know this is going to happen. All right, that's amazing. I have nothing to add to this. If you guys are watching this until now, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel because we're going to make more of these. And also do leave your comments of what we could have done today to make this podcast better, right? What topics you want us to talk about. If you want us to talk about more about the market, if you want us to talk about more about real estate, as a real estate agent, as an office, as a team, what do you want to see more from us? We can also make you guys vlogs, daily vlogs or weekly vlogs when we go out together as a team and we go to open houses. We can even continue doing that for you too. But thank you so much for watching this video so far. If you like it, share it. If you don't like it, thank you so much for watching it.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.